Good morning, guys. Hope that y'all are doing well. It's a Friday, I think June the 6th, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to work. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another video. It is a Friday, June the 6th, and we are heading to work per usual, and we are running super late. It is 8:02, and I just pulled out of my driveway, so pushing the limit today, but that is okay. Your girl is on the struggle bus of being on time. I've always been on it. I always will be on it. But anywho, it is pretty today. It is beautiful. I'm hoping that the beautiful weather that we have had this week holds through the weekend, at least like to where I can get in the pool one day. I have not been in my pool yet. Normally we do the first weekend, or normally we get in the pool Memorial Day weekend, and it has been so gloomy and rainy. But it has been beautiful this week. It has been warm, like in the 80s. Really, the water would be better if it was in the 90s, but I don't really even have to get in the water, so that is fine. I am happy just floating around on my float. I would love for the kids to be able to come over and swim, but I don't know if the water's going to be warm enough for them. We'll see on that. Anywho, I hope that y'all are all doing well. I wanted to get on here and just kind of talk about my meal plan and stuff for this weekend, and how Charlie and I have been feeling the past 2 or 3 weeks without meal prepping, and we have finally decided that we love meal prepping. Okay, it is a little bit of a pain to have to do that work on Sundays, but we've been doing it for so many years. This is the first time that I've ever took breaks like I have in so long. And I told Charlie last night, I was like, I've got to go back to meal prepping. Like, I'm just craving even just some of my regular foods, like my chicken fajitas, and I can't even think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm probably making chicken fajitas this week because I have been missing like my bell peppers and all of that, and I just feel like I'm not eating enough vegetables. It's not it. Let me tell you, if you want to be successful with a weight loss journey, maintaining your weight, whatever, you have to be prepared. It is nice to, this guy just pulled out in the middle of the street on a bicycle. It is nice to take a little bit of a break. And like on Sundays, it's nice not having to cook, but then the rest of the week, every night, it's like, what are we having? You know, what do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? When we meal prep, that does not happen. We know exactly what we're going to have. We start eating one of the meals on Sunday night, and then we just alternate throughout the week. There's no thought process to it. Charlie doesn't have to ask me what I want. There's no preparation involved other than literally popping it in the microwave. And I am literally so busy that I cannot cook during the week. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. The only way that I can cook and meal prep is to literally get it done on Sundays. So your girl is going to be back on her meal prep game. So with that being said, one of my meals is definitely going to be chicken fajitas this week. I am going to try to look for a new meal that I haven't tried. I haven't looked yet, to be honest. Today's Friday. We're pretty much done with like our month end at work. So today should be kind of a slow day. I do need to go out at lunch, though. That's the only thing. I won't have a whole lot of downtime. I need to go deposit my money into my new long-term savings. So y'all, this video will go up after that one. So far, January through May, I have saved over $17,000, almost $18,000 doing my cash budgeting. I know that a lot of y'all probably don't watch the cash budgeting videos, but let me tell y'all, it has totally changed me altogether. I mean, honestly, if I wasn't doing that, I would have spent all of that money. I would have bought that expensive car when Charlie wrecked his truck. There's so many decisions that I would have made differently was I not in my cash budgeting era. With that being said, I know that it's not for everybody. I know not everybody wants to fool with going back and forth to the bank. That is a little bit of a pain. I'm not going to lie. You can do it digitally. And I easily could because, I mean, I'm an accountant. I can easily keep up with those things on a spreadsheet if I need to and kind of make it fun that way. But for video purposes, it's a lot better to use the cash. And for me personally, it is harder for me to actually spend the cash than it is for me to swipe my card. So I feel like that's one reason that I've been so successful so far. And I'm not saying all of this to brag. I'm just saying all of this to say that had I not been cash budgeting, I would have been spending a lot more money than what I'm spending and would not have that additional money. Now, I'm only depositing so far because I made a I have a $100,000 goal. Okay, so my $100,000 goal, it probably will take me a couple of years to get there. I'm going to open up a new account today or tomorrow. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. My daughter's supposed to clean tomorrow. Hold on, my pizza's falling. If you're new here, it's Pizza Friday. So I put my pizza in between like 2 paper plates and wrap some paper towels around them, and I have a big Ziploc bag that I just keep in my lunchbox. It's my reusable bag, and I put my pizza in it. But it won't fit in my lunchbox, so I carry it separately. And yeah, she's sliding all over the place over here. My pepperoni's going to be everywhere, but it don't matter. It's still good. But anyway, what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, my $100,000 goal. I swear. So I have a goal to save $100,000, and I know that that's probably going to take me 2 to 3 years. And even if I stop recording my cash budgeting videos, if I decide that I don't want to do that any longer, I'm still going to pursue this goal because I have put it out there that it's going to happen, and it is going to happen because I can achieve anything that I want to, and you can too if you put your mind to it. I am one of those people that, I haven't always been successful at everything that I've done in life, but I'm also not afraid to try new things. And oh, thank you. Oh, these cars are all in my way. I'm not afraid to try new things. I'm not afraid to put myself out there, and even if it fails or whatever. But I have learned that if I put my mind to something and decide that I'm going to do it, by golly, I'm going to do it. So, yeah, I have a $100,000 goal. And so far, I have $7,200 that's going to the bank initially. Now, I do have more cash at home. I have to finish up some savings challenges. It's like rotating the money from here to there to the long-term savings binder. Eventually it will get there. So at the end of each month, I will probably be making a deposit into my long-term savings account. It's not something that I'm going to do every week, or I could do one in the middle of the month. We'll see, how my savings challenges go. But I really enjoy doing the savings challenges. It's very motivating, and yeah. So, I feel like we're sitting at a pretty good spot, even with having to put the roof on the house, having to buy Charlie a truck, and yeah, we had to fork over some money out of pocket to get all of that done, but we didn't take on any additional debt with that. So all we have is our house payment, and I'm happy about that. Now, I am always looking at other homes and condos in Florida and stuff like that, and that may or may not happen. If that does, that will definitely take away my savings ability for the most part. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, so I do need to go make a deposit today. And so at lunch, I won't really have a whole lot of time to do a lot of searching for meals. So we'll see what I can come up with. I don't like to do like 2 chicken meals if I can avoid it, but it's like I'm craving those chicken fajitas. I think too, I need to order some more of that Frontera sauce. I may have one more packet at home. The fajita, what is it called? The fajita skillet sauce or something like that. I think that I have one packet at home, but I cannot find that in the grocery store, either at Kroger, Publix, Walmart, and used to they all had them, but not anymore. So I may get on Amazon when I get to work and order some of that, just in case I don't have that one that I think I have. Because nothing is more frustrating than going to make a recipe and not having it, and not being able to just run to the store and get it. So I need to order some more of the Frontera fajita skillet sauce. I love those Frontera sauces. There's only one that I've ever tried that I didn't like. and it was one of the taco sauces, it was a weird one. It was like a new one, and I was not crazy about the way that one tasted. There is a regular taco sauce one, and I like that one. We've always used that whenever we've made like just a taco bowl. And I was almost fixing to say, ooh, a taco bowl sounds good, but I'm not going to make chicken fajitas and a taco bowl on the same week. But I'm definitely missing all of my little meals. So yeah. Anywho, enough chatting your ear off. Welcome to the video. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer Lynn. I make lifestyle vlogs, meal preps, cash budgeting, all of that stuff. I'm doing a little bit of it all. My little entrepreneurial mind is always trying to think of different ways, different things to do, always. Anyway, put your mind to something, you can do it. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle on the screen here for you. And yeah, we'll see what else we get into this weekend. Talk to y'all later. Hello guys, we are back in the car. I have Mr. Charlie here. Say hello. We actually just left Marshall's. It is a Saturday morning. It is about 11:30 now, but my daughter came to clean, so we left the house and we went to the bank, made my deposit for my long-term savings goal that I have, and opened a new account. I did all of that stuff, then decided to run over here to Marshall's because I needed some face serum. Of course, I bought some shoes, a bathing suit, some other things. I'll show you whenever we get home, but I just thought that I would update y'all real quick. We're heading to Publix now. What time is your sandwich going to be ready?
11:55 maybe.
Okay, so Charlie just ordered his sandwich, and I think I talked yesterday whenever I started this vlog that I was going to do my chicken fajitas because I've really been missing those, and so I'm going to make the chicken fajitas, and then I'm also going to make like a air fryer pork chop, I guess. I have not made those in forever, and so I'm gonna do those with just some of those little yellow potatoes and then some steamed veggies. And then I have a new dessert that I want to try. It's made with Jello and like non-fat Greek yogurt, and it'll be a 0-point meal. So I think I'm just gonna make like one little batch of that. I will probably be able to get a couple of servings out of it, but I think that it will be fun to try. Of course, I saw it on TikTok. So we are heading to Publix. Okay, of course, my storage got full. So anyway, we are going to head to Publix now, get our groceries, all of that stuff, and then we will see y'all back at the house. And I will do a little Marshall's haul. I didn't get that much stuff. I still spent like $160, but it is okay. I had the cash for it, and stocked up on my hairspray. That was the other thing I got there. So yeah, so I'm going to head to Publix, and then we're going to go home. I'm excited about doing like a normal meal prep this week. Are you, Charlie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you missed just having the meals ready to heat up every day?
Yeah, I've been able to work every evening.
Yeah, so it's kind of been on him to like prepare all of the meals, and we've kind of done this now for 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and we are over it. Over like just eating foods that I don't feel is healthy enough, and yeah, we're ready to just get back into our normal routine. That's why we have stuck to meal prepping for the past 5 or 6 years, however long it's been. It just works for us, for our schedule. It is a little bit of work on Sundays, but then it's like easy peasy for the rest of the week, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So Charlie's had to like grill out one night, prepare all of the foods, all of that stuff. You don't like it, do you? No. It was fun like for a little bit, and I do like the fact that I have figured out that I can survive without meal prepping if something comes up and I want to skip a Sunday meal prep. But overall, meal prepping is better because then we're prepared. We know what foods we are going to eat every night. We don't have to worry about what's for dinner, and it just works for us. So anyway, off to Publix we go. Alrighty guys, we are home from Marshall's, Publix, and Kroger. I guess that's all we went to. Well, and we went to the bank, but we got all of our errands run. It is almost 1 o'clock now. My daughter's gone. She cleaned for me, so the house is nice and clean. Love that. You can probably see the mop back there. She always leaves it, and Charlie will empty that and clean it up. But I didn't really get anything interesting at the grocery store. I mean, I just got the pork chops that we needed, you know, stocked up on our basic stuff. I got my Honeycrisp apples, and things were like $14 for 7 apples, which is ridiculous. But I didn't buy any last week because sometimes I end up with like an excess of them. So I did need to go ahead and get enough for the next 7 days. I almost religiously have an apple every afternoon, and if I don't, then I regret it because I just feel like it helps me feel better. I don't know. I like it. So anyway, I got a bunch of peppers for the chicken fajitas. We got chicken. Got some steamed broccoli. I did stock up on some of these. Now, I did buy a big pack of the little ones that are like the little Snickers or whatever whenever we went to Costco last weekend. But these were buy one, get one free. So I got 3 bags. So another one of the coconut, because I do like to alternate. But I love to have these. I love to have these at work because they are just so handy. So I will take those to work. I did get my little sugar-free strawberry jello to make my little dessert. Some fajita seasoning. I do use that Frontera fajita sauce for my fajitas, and I did order a 6-pack of it on Amazon like I said I would, and it was delivered overnight, so it was sitting on the porch this morning, so that was nice. For my pork chops, I'm going to use these panko breadcrumbs. I don't know if that will focus. Kind of bright, but anyway, this is just the Publix original panko. I like these because they're a little crunchier than regular breadcrumbs. Charlie got his sandwich. Oh, I did decide to do like the frozen meals for my lunches. Hang on, let me grab those. So I did get one new one to try because before, and I got 2 of these Kevin's bowls. So this is the one that I tried before, which is the chicken burrito bowl. And I thought that that was pretty good. I like that. And then I also got the Korean barbecue style chicken. We'll see if that one's any good. I'm always leery, but these have a lot of protein in them. This one has 21 grams of protein, and this one has 28 grams of protein. So I like those. Well, I know I like the chicken one, the chicken burrito bowl. Hopefully I like the barbecue chicken one as well. And then I did just get 2 Lynn cuisines. I really like this orange chicken. There's a sesame chicken and an orange chicken. I really like the orange chicken. And then this little chicken enchilada. This one has been like a favorite, a go-to of mine for many, many years. I'm glad that they have not stopped making that one because I've always loved that one. So that's pretty much all on the groceries, I think. Oh, I did get 1 little bag of potatoes, which I will season these up with Cajun seasoning and stuff. If I have Cajun seasoning. I got worried when I got in line. I was like, I hope I have Cajun seasoning. We'll see. If not, then Charlie's going to have to run to Kroger again tomorrow and get me some. But then we also went to Kroger, and Charlie just ran in there and got the dog's food and some Crystal Light. I think that's about all that he got at Kroger. So, yeah, we spent almost all of our grocery money for the week. I think we have like $10 or $11 left over. But I was going to show you what I got at Marshall's while Charlie starts to put stuff up. So I did get a pair of Sperry's, which back in the day, I used to always wear like Eastland shoes when I was in high school and stuff. And sometimes these are pretty expensive, but they were only $29.99 at Marshall's whenever I saw these, because sometimes in like the fall and winter especially, I don't like always wearing like tennis shoes like on my jean day and stuff like that at work. So that's why I got these. We'll see if I end up wearing them, but it just kind of reminds me of those, and it's just been a long time since I've had a pair of these. And I can also wear them this summer as well. So I got those, and I did get 1 little pink bathing suit. It's just a little 2-piece. I definitely need some new bathing suits because a lot of mine are like worn out. I cleaned out a bunch and got rid of them though over the winter. So that's the bottoms, and then just a little top as well, which we were going to come home and get in the pool. And literally as we were turning onto our street, what did your phone say, Charlie? There's a national thunderstorm or a local thunderstorm warning. I was just like, seriously? I knew that it was going to end up raining. It was pretty and sunny when we were out and about at 9-10 o'clock this morning, but it has been getting gloomier, and I've kind of developed a headache, And I told him I've been kind of headachy the past 2 or 3 days, and I did take my migraine shot like I was supposed to, but I've still felt just like tired and headachy. I don't know, and maybe it is the weather, because it did storm some yesterday, and it's like boiling up these like little thunderstorms, but I thought it was supposed to be kind of bad this weekend. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I did get some hair stuff when I was at Marshall's. So I got this IGK Beach Club High Shine Texture Foam. So we will see if I like that, because I always use I usually use like the Chi texturizing spray, but this will kind of be more like a little mousse or something I can put through my hair. I will see if I like that one. And then I got 4 cans of my favorite hairspray, which I've showed this several times before. It is the Joico Firm Mist, the Joico Joy Mist Firm, and the number 9. That's the only one that I really like. There's like an 8, 9, 10. I got 4 cans of that because I'm down to, I think, 1 or 2 cans. I keep it in the garage on a shelf. I literally can like go shopping in my garage because I have all of my stuff. But I did need some more moisturizer, and this I will use at night. This is Progenics Overnight Hydrating Cream. We'll see how it works. For my night stuff, I'm really not that picky about it. I'm more picky about what I put on in the mornings underneath my makeup. And I do like the First Aid Beauty moisturizer. I don't know exactly what it's called, and mine's almost empty. It's getting really low. And then I did have a different kind of Clean Beauty facial oil, and so I got this one. I don't think that it will focus. Okay, there we go. It's focusing a little bit. This one is a hydrating facial oil with rosehip oil and vitamin E, I guess. And I also got another little serum. What is this one? This is Collagen and Pro Peptides Face Serum. And I love to like go to Marshall's and stuff just to get these, because they're like this one was $6.99, $6.99, and I think this hair stuff even was cheap. Well, it was $14.99. Something else. Oh, this one. This was $5.99. So it's like, if I don't like it, it's not really that big of a deal. But I usually will pick up 2 or 3 serums whenever I go, if I'm running out. And some I will use in the mornings and some I will use at night. It just kind of depends. So I'm all stocked up on that stuff. Now I'm going to help Charlie finish putting away these groceries. He's putting them away. I'm sure y'all can hear the bags rattling and stuff. And he just rattled those on purpose. I don't guess we're probably going to be able to swim. I need to check the weather. I was like really thinking that we would be able to get in the pool today and just kind of float and relax this afternoon. But that weather alert that came up on his phone, severe thunderstorm watch. These conditions are expected to last until 6 p.m. Wind gusts up to 13 miles per hour. So it looks like it's going to start within the next couple of hours. So we probably aren't going to fool with that. I told Charlie, I was like, I'm just like going to have to go out there and take some pictures one afternoon when it's sunny and pretend like I've been in the pool. But it's supposed to rain today, 75% chance, 60% chance tomorrow, 55% chance Monday, 40% chance Tuesday, and then all going into next weekend, 70% chance on Saturday and an 80% chance on Sunday. We're not going to be able to use our pool this year. I mean, it's really ridiculous at this point. Anyway, I can't do nothing about it. So, I guess we're going to put this up, and then after we spend all of this money on all these groceries, Charlie will probably go somewhere and get us some food. We always get tickled. It's like, now that we've spent nearly $300 on groceries, what are we going to eat for lunch? But we don't eat out except for on Saturdays. So what are you wanting for lunch? Do you know? He doesn't know. He grilled us out burgers last night. I definitely don't want any kind of Italian food. I don't know. We'll see. Saturday's always kind of up in the air or whatever. Sometimes I just want something quick, and sometimes I'll want, like, you know, we haven't done like a Moe's thing in a long time. But you'll have to go in and like order it, because I don't want to order on the app. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll end up getting Moe's, because we have not had Moe's in a long time, although we literally were just in that parking lot before we drove all the way to the grocery store and then came back home. But we wouldn't have, I mean, it wasn't even lunchtime then anyway. At least not for us, maybe for some people, but we tend to eat lunch late. So maybe he can run to Moe's and we can just chill a little bit. I need to work on the video and probably want to take a nap because I do have a headache. But yeah, I'm not going to fool with trying to get in the pool with thunderstorm warnings looming within the next hour or two. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, it is Sunday morning. Excuse me if it sounds like I have a lisp. I have my little bleaching trays in. Actually, it's Sunday afternoon. It is 12 o'clock, but before I meal prep, we're gonna go get in the pool a little bit today. I have my new bathing suit on that I had on yesterday. I'm not going to show it, but maybe I will get a clip of us floating around in a pool on my phone because it is sunny and beautiful right now, and I don't want to spend like the next 2 to 3 hours cooking and then miss the time to get some sun because your girl needs a tan. I am so pale, and anyway, I'm going to keep my little bleaching trays in while I float around in the pool, and then we'll be back to meal prep. Alrighty guys, I am back. I don't know if I'm 100% through with the pool, but I decided to get out and take a break. I do think that I got a little bit of sun. I might be a little bit red. I don't know. I was just going to put my swimsuit cover up on and cook, but I just felt like I needed to get out of the wet bathing suit, and I was feeling like I was a little bit burnt. So anyway, so we stopped to eat lunch. It's like 3 o'clock now. It's 2:40. So I'm like, I need to go ahead and cook. I don't want to sit out here and get too roasted. And the kids may be coming to swim probably in like an hour or so. So I'm going to see how quick I can get my meals done. So for meal prep today, we're going to do the chicken fajitas with the Spanish. Oh, I forgot my cauliflower rice. I need to call Charlie. Okay, so I have 1 bag of the cauliflower rice, but I do need 2. So Charlie, he actually just left to take my car and wash it and fill it up with gas. So he always goes to get gas at Kroger. So I was like, can you run in and get me some cauliflower rice? He's like, do you not have any? So the freezer in the garage did have 1 bag. But anyway, so chicken fajitas with the cauliflower Spanish rice. That will be a 0-point meal. And then I got 2 packs of those little thin like breakfast pork chops. I don't really know what they're called. I was only going to get 1 pack because there's actually 6 in a pack, but to me, 1 of the little pork chops would be plenty, but Charlie wanted 2 at least because he, would just eat more than I would on that. So I have 12 of those little pork chops. We're going to season up some panko breadcrumbs, put a little mixture on there, and cook those in the air fryer. And then I have some of the little yellow potatoes. Charlie has already chopped all of that up. So I'm going to season those up with the Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, and whatnot, and throw those in the oven. So I'm going to do that first and get the pork chops going. Those will take forever. I don't know how many batches I will have to do. It'd be nice if I could fit at least 3 in the basket. That's the only thing. I mean, our air fryer, it's not huge. It's just not big enough to hold a lot. It's just like a medium-sized one. It's not tiny, but it's just not large enough to fit like 4 or 5 pork chops in there. So we'll see how many I can squeeze in, but I'm going to get all of that stuff together, and then we still have to make our little Jell-O dessert. If I don't do that right now, then we will come back and make that later tonight, because I'm because now I feel like I need to hurry before the kids get back if I want to swim with them. So anyway, let me get everything together for the pork chops and the potatoes. Oh, and with that, we're just going to have some steamed broccoli, so that part will be easy. That way I can get the potatoes in the oven, the pork chops going in the air fryer, and then we will throw together the chicken fajitas. And that meal does only take about 30 minutes to cook, so maybe I can get this done before they get here. We'll see. Okay, so I have the yellow potatoes here. This is just 1 bag of those diced up. We probably could have used 2 bags of those, to be honest, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to spray these really good with the olive oil spray. You can use whatever spray you want, or you can use real olive oil, and then season up with salt and pepper, garlic powder, Cajun seasoning, and some paprika. So I'm going to spray. I'm going to give me a spoon because I'm going to kind of stir it up. I'm going to stir it up, and then I will season everything again. So some pepper. And you can cook these in the air fryer as well, but I just like to throw them in the oven. It's easier, and it takes forever to really cook a whole lot of food in the air fryer unless you have more than one, which I do have a little one in the garage. But I'm not going to get it out. some garlic powder, some paprika, and some Cajun seasoning. To me, the Cajun seasoning is the key ingredient here. My battery's gonna die. So I'm gonna just finish this up, and I'm gonna stir it up and season it one more time. See how the ones underneath don't really have any seasoning on there. So I'm gonna give it a good stir, and then I'm gonna line a pan with aluminum foil and put it in that pan, give it another spray with some olive oil spray, and pop it in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. This isn't a whole lot of potatoes, so it won't be really thick in the pan. Okay, so I have my aluminum foil in my pan. I'm just gonna put my potatoes in and try to spread them around. And I have my oven preheated to 375. And I'm just gonna put them in for like 30 minutes, and then if they need a little bit more time, then I'll do another 15 minutes. 45 minutes should be plenty. So I'm gonna give them just one more little spritz with olive oil spray. So hopefully they'll be a little bit crispy, and in the oven they go. Alrighty guys, so I have my eggs here. I have another bowl that I'm gonna put my breadcrumbs in, but these are the little boneless pork chops. They're pretty thin. That's why Charlie wanted to go ahead and get like 2 packs of them. So it's quite a lot. I'm hoping that I can fit at least maybe 3 in here. So then I just have to do 4 batches, because they'll probably have to cook for like 10 minutes per side. I don't know. So I have a couple of eggs. We're going to take about a cup of the panko breadcrumbs, or any kind of breadcrumbs is fine. I like these because they're a little bit crunchy. And I'm just going to kind of guesstimate about a cup. If I need more, then I'll add more. But we are going to season these up, and we're also going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. And I may put some salt and pepper directly on the pork chops as well, but I'm also going to add a little bit in here into this mixture. And we're gonna add some paprika. The recipe, and I actually have this in my WW app from a long time ago, calls for about 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm not going to measure it. And then probably like 1/2 teaspoon or so of chili powder. So these are kind of the same seasonings, minus the Cajun seasoning that I just used on the potatoes. Garlic powder, we're gonna do about 1 teaspoon or so of garlic powder. And then maybe 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I do have onion powder here, so just a little bit of it. I'm gonna mix this up, and then I'm gonna add just a couple of tablespoons of Parmesan cheese in here as well. Let me grab that. So I'm just going to use this Publix shredded Parmesan. You could also use the powder if you wanted to. The powder might actually work better in here, but we're just going to put about that much and mix this up as well. And then I am going to just kind of season my pork chops with the salt and pepper. Okay, so we are just going to put the chop in the eggs and the breadcrumbs. And then directly into the air fryer. And I hope that 3 will fit in there. Okay, let me see if I can get 3 in here. See, I think one of these is like the perfect portion. I'm gonna ask Charlie when he gets back if he's sure he wants that other, because I can freeze these and use them later. And I'm definitely gonna have to mix up some more of this. Okay, I got 3 in there. I'm gonna go in for 400, no, I'm gonna put them in at 400 degrees for, we'll try 10 minutes and see if 10 minutes per side is good. And I didn't preheat my air fryer, and I should have, so I do recommend preheating your air fryer. And I'm gonna mix up a little bit more of the panko breadcrumbs and stuff, because that kind of used almost all of that. Anyway, let me get this kind of cleaned up and organized and some more mixed up, and then I will be back. Alrighty guys, update, and sorry if I look a mess because I did not put any makeup on today. We are just going to cook a 1-pack of those pork chops. I put the other ones in the freezer, and then we're just going to have those on Tuesday and Thursday because we literally just ate lunch, and so sometimes on Sundays we have been having one of our meals for like a late lunch, but since I didn't cook it, then we just made like a frozen pizza. So I'm like, instead of like throwing away a bunch of pork chops that I'm not going to be able to eat, because I just don't think that I can eat 2 of them, and I don't even want to. So I'm just going to make 4 servings, which would be 2 nights for us, and then Charlie can have 2 pork chops in each of his. That will be 4 of them, and then I will just put 1 in each of mine. Plus, we only got 1 bag of the little potatoes, so I feel like that is probably great for 1, 2, 3, 4 servings as well. So that would be 2 nights for each of us, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night we will have the chicken fajitas, and he is good with that. Even though I did just mix up another fairly large batch of my panko breadcrumbs, but that's okay. I would rather waste some breadcrumbs than like a whole pack of pork chops, and then we will just have those later. So they are in the freezer. Now we have bell peppers, chicken, and I got some rice cauliflower. Charlie got me another bag and just brought it in, so I'm going to lower y'all down. We're going to get this going. Okay, hopefully y'all can see there, and actually these pork chops just stopped. Hold on, let me flip them. Okay, so I flipped those. They almost look like they really need 12 minutes per side, so I'm going to do 12 minutes on the other side. And I forgot to spray the tops of them with the olive oil spray, so I just did that. Alright, we're going to get the peppers going because those will probably take the longest. And then I'm just going to season those up with some salt, pepper, and fajita seasoning. Okay, peppers are on, seasoned up. We're going to pop the lid on. Once those get warmed up, then I will turn the heat down to medium. Right now it is on high. And we're going to go ahead and put our cauliflower rice in. Now, I do not de-thaw this beforehand. It is frozen, so I like to just go ahead and put it in frozen. I do kind of break it up. And I know I've made this like a million times on here, so a lot of y'all have probably been around and probably tried this recipe. But to me, you can't beat this recipe for 0 points. It's delicious. And then I'm just going to turn that on like a medium heat, and for now we're just going to season with salt and pepper. And then I'm going to pop the lid on that. I think the kids might be coming in, by the way. And once that softens up, then I have 2 cans of Rotel to put in, 1 can of original, 1 can of fire roasted. And I'm going to go ahead and season up my chicken with a salt and pepper and get my chicken going. Scoot you back a little bit. Hello? Who's there? Hi, babies. What y'all doing? Y'all look so beautiful. Are y'all ready to swim? Okay, so kids are here, but we have to finish these meals at this point. I still need to season up my chicken, but right now I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper until it's pretty much done. And the cauliflower rice is almost softened up. I'm going to get my Rotel ready, and we'll be back. So I'm adding my 2 cans of Rotel into my cauliflower rice, and then I don't need the lid any longer because I'm just going to put a bunch of fajita seasoning in here, and we're going to stir this up. This will be done once all of the liquid in here evaporates, and it will actually look like Spanish rice. Super easy. I love to make this meal prep, and y'all, since I've not been meal prepping, I have been missing this. I'm super excited to have this week. Even though I had Moe's yesterday for lunch, which is kind of similar to this, but I actually still have some leftovers now that I'm thinking about it. Chicken's coming along. I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of the fajita seasoning, and then I also have one of those Frontera packets that will go in here, but that kind of goes in last pretty much once it's done. And I'm just going to kind of cook this on medium heat, kind of let it cook slow, and the chicken usually cooks faster than the peppers and the cauliflower rice. And my pork chops just stopped, so I'm going to see how my first batch turned out and put my second batch in. And my potatoes are almost done too. Okay, so here is the first batch of pork chops. I think those look pretty good. What do y'all think? I'm gonna throw this piece of paper away, put a fresh piece in, and put my other 3 in, and I'm gonna do 12 minutes per side because I did 12 minutes on this side. The other side might not be as crispy looking, but that's okay. I still think that they will be done in the middle. So 400 degrees, 12 minutes each side, and spray them with the olive oil spray. This side looks much better where I did the spray on it. Okay, chicken is looking pretty good. It is actually almost done. I do want it to kind of get a little bit crispy. I don't know if y'all are too far away to tell. It looks done, but I want it to be a little bit more browned. And I'm almost ready to put the Frontera sauce on there. This is looking good. It just needs to cook down some more, evaporate. The peppers are pretty much done. The potatoes are done, and my last batch of pork chops are in. So what I'm probably going to do is finish this up. I'll come back whenever I put the Frontera sauce on and combine the chicken and the peppers. I need to get my steamed broccoli in the microwave as well. I got like 25 things going on at one time over here. Okay guys, the chicken is pretty much done. We are going to go ahead and go in with this Frontera fajita sauce. Sorry, I should have showed it before I ripped it open, but I'm just trying to work as fast as possible. So I'm just going to put about 3/4 of the package in and just let this cook for another minute or so, and then I'm going to transfer this and put it in with the peppers and the rest of the Frontera sauce and let that cook for a couple of minutes, and this meal will be done. The cauliflower rice, it's looking pretty good. It still needs to cook a little bit longer, but we're making good progress, almost done. Okay, so I transferred the chicken over into the pan with the peppers. It's just been a couple of minutes, and we're gonna put the rest of the Frontera sauce in there. And these are so good. This is just such a fresh 0-point meal. I love it. I will eat it with my baked Tostitos, and so that's where I will have my points. Okay, I'm going to start getting everything plated up. The last of the pork chops are still cooking. If y'all can still hear that air fryer going over there. This is looking good. It just needs to cook for a couple more minutes. And yeah, I need to get my broccoli out of the microwave. The potatoes are done. So I'm going to plate that meal up first, then we will do this one. Oh well, yeah, we'll see. Alrighty guys, meal prep is done, and I have all 10 of my meals. I don't have 12 meals today since I just decided to do 2 servings each of the pork chops with the Cajun potatoes and the broccoli. Mine is the pink one, and then Charlie's is the blue. He has 2 pork chops in each of his. That's a lot of food. Hopefully he can eat it all. And then we have 6 servings of the chicken fajitas and the cauliflower rice. This is so good. I love it. I can't recommend it enough. And that is going to wrap up meal prep today. So guys, that's going to wrap up this weekend vlog. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I'm going to get all of this put up and get back out there in the pool and play with the kids and stuff. It is 4:09, so it took me, what, an hour and 20 minutes or so to do this? I don't think that's that bad. They've been here for about 30 minutes or so, so I need to swap out my laundry, put up this food, and get in the pool. I hope that y'all have a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.